Does she help out in the brewery with you, or she's more the taste tester?
I was gonna say, now my wife is I am not mechanically inclined at all. I am the least mechanically inclined person you'll ever meet. So when the grain mill breaks, when the glycol chiller is no longer working, when I am trying to troubleshoot,
Okay.
the
Yeah.
pumps quit working, she's the one that steps in and does all the electrical work, gets
Heck yeah.
everything fixed. I'm the person cussing in the background. She's the one calm and gets that together. But as far as like the actual brew day and going through the grains and all
Hmm.
that, she doesn't have much interest in it. But I could not brew a beer without her, because
That's
honestly,
awesome.
it's yeah, no, I can't tell you how many times something is broken and she has
Uh-huh.
stepped in the middle of the brew day and been the brew day MacGyver.
I like that. That's really cool. Yeah. So my wife's come down to set with me, I think once, which is fine because it is kind of boring, right? You're just sitting there, for like brewing a bag, basically, for people that don't know, it's like to think of it like making tea. You're just letting the grain steep in a targeted mash temperature. So let's say 148 for an hour or so. So for that hour, you're doing nothing really. Now you could be doing stuff. You could sanitize this. You could wash that. All these little things that kind of keep the day going. But if you already done all that, you're just there for an hour. So I usually read a book, or listen to a podcast, or just to keep myself so busy. I did do a double uh brew day, and I'll never do that again. That was too much for me. I am not built for 6, 7 hours of brewing and moving and washing and sanitizing, all that not fun stuff for that day. It was not fun at all. But it's something I had to get done because I think one was for a competition beer and another one was just beer I wanted to make. It's been on my radar forever. And I had all the grain sitting around. I was like, I just gotta even get this thing done and over with because I'm never gonna do it if I don't do it now. Kind of situations. Yeah, so that's really cool. Yeah, that's really neat about your wife. I know she's a really good teacher and she teaches some pretty interesting topics, but I guess that kind of makes sense now that I think about her background a little bit. I would like to interview her. She hasn't signed up for anything. I sent her a message. She didn't say anything, but I'd still like to chit chat with her. Yeah, so I want to call her, Natalie, get hold of me. Okay, there you go. I called her out.
Well, it's funny. You'll like this. This is not brewing related at all, but this weekend our garbage disposal broke in the sink, and so I was like, "Do you want me to help?" And she's like, "No, I want you to stay out of the way. Would you just go and clean your room and the bathrooms and everything?" And so I was like, "Yeah, that's fine." And so she finished installing the garbage disposal. I had laundry and did all that stuff. And at the end, I said, "Well, I'm going to tell everybody you went and cleaned my room while I fixed the garbage." So I'm sticking to that story.
Heck yeah, we'll tell everybody. Yeah, Brian did. I don't care what Natalie says.
Yeah, edit
He
that
did it
part
all.
out. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll edit it out. I'll highlight that one. That'd be a short.